The backstory behind Neomuna can be quite interesting, despite the overall reception of the campaign earlier this year. The Lost Sectors have some great tales that really bring out the environmental storytelling. In this video, we'll embark on a journey through the Lost Sectors of Neomuna, uncovering not just their locations, but also the rich tapestry of lore and backstory that breathes life into these mysterious and challenging areas. Whether you're a seasoned veteran or a newcomer to the Destiny franchise, prepare to be captivated by the allure and intrigue of Neomuna's history. Let's dig a little deeper. Lightfall has been out for a while, but when making the Festival of the Lost videos a couple of weeks back, something came to my attention, and that was that many of Destiny's Lost Sectors have some pretty cool stories and environmental storytelling themselves, things you can pick out in the environment and sort of piece together. And unless you found them all or paid close attention, you likely have missed some of these interesting details. Today we'll begin with the Neomuna Lost Sectors, and if you enjoy these deep dives and exploration tours, we'll head to other worlds. The Shadow Legion, once they would invade Neptune, set up shop in the city on their Typhon Imperator, the megaship belonging to Emperor Calus. The ship itself features pyramid design, along with various trinkets belonging to the deceased Emperor Calus, disciple of the Witness. Just outside the front entrance, you can find a hidden sector of this ship down to the right that has an interesting backstory. Inside the gilded precept Lost Sector, you'll find a Shadow Legion gladiator arena. Kaito speculates that they tried to replicate the Cabal Rite of Proving. This rite was used by the Cabal Empire in the past, a sort of trial by combat to prove who was more worthy and where they would rank among other Cabal. The Rite of Proving existed back when Calus was the Emperor of the Cabal people, and as seen in Chosen, Kaito has sort of installed her own version among her army. In the Gilded Precept, it appears the Shadow Legion are attempting the same sort of thing. They're a newly formed group under Calus, or they were, and this gladiator arena was to test their skills and power against one another.
Calus loved the rewards of conquest without the effort of it, praising gladiatorial victories without considering the months of discipline preceding.
Do you think that's why his legion has been doing this? Training?
That might have been their purpose once. These arenas now look more like they fight each other only because they can, for entertainment.
Cabal and Guardians do that pretty differently.
Although Lightfall's main story kinda sucked, these locations themselves actually have some pretty nice lore. We all know of the Cloud Ark, you heard of it in the main campaign. Originally created to be an alternate reality space for a video game, eventually evolved into this giant network powered by the Veil and its paracausal powers. The citizens of Neomuna live in a digital realm to keep themselves safe during this Cabal onslaught in their streets. This city relies on that Cloud Ark, which is powered by the Veil, but there are many other systems that keep this city up and running. In the Hydroponics Delta Lost Sector, you'll find one of these systems. Connected to the Zephyr concourse, a food plant can be found. This plant generates a different variety of food, and many plants can be seen in the rooms. It looks like they're produced by holograms and different machines to create them.
Sid, it's us. Can you tell us anything about this building and what the Cabal would want with it?
I see your position. Oh, that's one of the hydroponic tower farms. It's one of the big hubs of food production here in Neomuna.
So pretty important then.
That's an understatement. Get them out of there, will you? Always imagined if we made contact with Earth, we'd be the ones saving you. So yeah, thanks for keeping me humble, I guess. Hydroponics is shut down over in Galloway. Gamma Crew needs 24 hours to bring it up. Need some nutrient packs to feed folks in the meantime.
Hydroponics is the technique of growing plants using a water-based nutrient solution rather than soil, and can include an aggregate substrate or growing media such as vermiculite, coconut coir, or perlite. Hydroponic production systems are used by small farmers, hobbyists, and commercial enterprises. So if you ever wondered how the people of this floating city on Neptune got their food, this is one of the solutions. In the final room, which looks beautiful, you can find Valus Dravosk, a Shadow Legion commander whose forces invade this facility looking to shut down production. Sure, the people are safe in the Cloud Ark for now, but once they emerge, they'll need food, so it's a good thing the Guardian took out this crew of Shadow Legion rebels.
If it wasn't for the Shadow Legion, this would seem like a little piece of the Golden Age. Cutting-edge technology used for peace and prosperity. I'm glad we got them out of there.
The people of Neomuna also love their video games. You heard me mention the Cloud Ark and its creation. But in the Leeming Harbor, you can find a hidden vent that leads to an arcade.
I'm detecting a major Vex force inside, Guardian, and lots of utility access. We should find out if this building is critical infrastructure. Sam, are you on comms?
Yeah, what's up, little bud?
We have Vex fortifying in a large structure on the waterfront.
Let me just find you on the security feeds, and... Whoa! Are you in the Thrilladrome? I missed that place! It was the premier destination for extreme esports.
It's what? Like video games?
Extreme esports.
This location has many fun Easter eggs and arcade machines, including Vex who appear to be lost in their own gaming session themselves. Here are some of the fun little references. Inside, different dialogue references a big esports following in Neomuna, and the complex features multiple floors and machines of games. The main threat in this sector are the Vex, who attempt to create a backdoor into the Cloud Ark by using a portal into the Vex network. The people of Neomuna can easily access the Vex network thanks to the Cloud Ark and their technology, but the Vex have a hard time getting into the Cloud Ark, which they have been trying to do in Lightfall's stories. Learn more about the Veil itself even.
An entertainment building with a backdoor into the city network. Makes me wonder what blind spots we have in the last city's defenses. Vex portal accessing the building's mainframe.
Oh, that's super bad. The drone's got Cloud Ark root access to help it crunch cycles.
It what? We've got to get in there and stop it, Guardian. Why do the Vex need to invade the Thrilladrome anyway? Can't they access the Cloud Ark anywhere in the city?
Yeah, they go over this stuff in primary school. Basically, the Vex use cascading quantum entanglement. But yeah, the Cloud Ark's a psycho-reactive nth dimensional fold.
Of course.
It's like neither one's a computer network exactly, and the ways they're not is different. I don't know. That class was boring.
Magnolia sat, settled her virtual projection in at Ava's eye level and above the couch, and looked around the apartment. Her eyes fell on a familiar artwork. Wow, is that a vintage Raid Invader poster? Ava shifted a little. After a long moment, she nodded. Yeah, it was my granddad's. It was a pre-order promo for the very first game. That's awesome. You excited about the new series they're making? Pranati Hassan is going to be the perfect Durandal. The Thrilladrome arcade sponsoring a watch party for it after we're all, she didn't add, in the Cloud Ark. So these two characters, I think one of them is in the Cloud Ark, one's not, discuss the Thrilladrome arcade and how they're sponsoring a watch party for this new game. And I thought this was also cool that they mentioned Durandal, which is an AI in Bungie's Marathon series. So this may have been a hint at Marathon before it was announced later in the summer. Neomuna's sectors have great environmental storytelling and can be pretty difficult at times, especially when the expansion first released or if you are playing in a newer character. They feel much longer and more like a mini dungeon compared to some of the sectors we had when Destiny 2 launched. Since Shadowkeep even, Bungie has been doing a great job with some of these lost sectors. So there you have the lost sectors of Neomuna. Big shout out to Destiny Lore Vault, who archives a ton of Destiny lore and dialogue. Having played through this already, I wasn't able to get some of the voice lines, so Destiny Lore Vault is a great resource. Definitely be sure to check out their channel. I realize this video might not get many views because of Neomuna and Lightfall's reception, and that's okay, but there are tons of other lost sectors in the games with more mysterious backstory, so if you'd like to see those and even know some of them, be sure to let us know in the comments. If you'd like to see some more Destiny lore and mysteries just like this video, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video.